Long Jersey. We're at Isupk, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching this truth that the black, Spanish, Native Indians are the real Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Amen. We teach that the truth, that the black, Spanish are God's chosen people. If I could, Baba Kashar, if you give me Matthew 15 and 17. Salaki, Matthew 5 and 17. But if y'all want to wonder why y'all still in these conditions, still on these corners, drinking these cigarettes, and smoking these cigarettes, and sleeping with each other, wives and things like that, because these Christian church taught y'all that the laws are done away with. Christ did not do away with these laws. We got to come back to this truth, come back to knowing who we are, so we can get off these corners, so we can roll around in these Bentleys that y'all want to roll around in. So y'all can. So y'all can stop doing a lot of these things.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law.
That's right. Think what?
Think not that I have come to destroy the law.
One thing Christ taught was the law. He ain't teach you to break the law. He ain't come back so you can break the law. He ain't come back. He ain't died so you can still be out here whoring around. He ain't died so we can still smoke cigarettes and sleep with, so we can sleep with each other's wives. He ain't come back. He ain't died for none of that.
Right.
Read it again.
Think not that I have come to destroy the prophet, like the law.
Christ did not come back. Christ did not try to do away with these laws. That's why we got to leave Christianity and Islam and all these other false religions that we're following. Y'all wonder why y'all at the bottom? Y'all at the bottom because y'all don't know these laws.
Right.
Salaki, we at the bottom because we don't know these laws and these statutes and commandments that Christ came to teach us. Can you read it?
Or the prophets, I am not come to destroy, but fulfill.
What did Christ came here to fulfill? So like, if you could give me Deuteronomy 18:15. Christ came back to fulfill. What is it that he came to fulfill? He came back to fulfill all the things that the prophet in the Old Testament was speaking of him. Right. All the things that are supposed to come to be about. You mean? We gotta wake up and realize, and we gotta learn how to love one another, learn how to be there for one another.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? If you could. 18 and 15, Baba Kashar.
Read. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 15. The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee.
One thing about Christ, one thing I know about Christ, that he was a Jew, a black man.
That's right.
He was a black man from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you, black man. He was just like you. He was roaming around against all the sinners. He was roaming around people that thought that the laws was done away with, because the Sadducees and the Pharisees was speaking falsely of things. Keep reading.
Kind from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me, unto whom ye shall hearken.
Unto him ye shall hearken. Christ taught out of the Old Testament. Christ taught out. He didn't teach the New Testament. He taught out of the Old Testament and the old laws and the old ways and things like that.
That's right.
So like, if you could give me Deuteronomy, Matthew 17 and 18, 5 and 18, Baba Kashar. He ain't teach out of the New Testament to where though this Christian church telling y'all God came to you can eat what you want, you can sleep where you want to sleep with, all you gotta do is ask for forgiveness. He ain't teach none of that. He taught you he taught law, statutes, and commandments. He taught you to love one another. He taught you to be there for one another. He taught you how to raise your kids correctly.
That's right.
He taught you how to stay away from the white man and build your own people up.
That's right.
He ain't teach you none of these things that the Christian church got you thinking today.
Right.
You can read, Baba Kashar.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 5, verse 17. Think not that I have come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy but to fulfill.
Christ didn't come to destroy the law. So that strict prayer, the lobster that y'all like eating, is an abomination.
That's
when
right.
you like holding around and wearing these little ass squish short skirts, and your husband told you not to. If you keep running around here in these little mini skirts after your husband told you to cover up, you're going against your head. You're going against what he said. And the Bible says you're supposed to look at him and obey him like he's your Lord, like he's your God. That's how you're supposed to look at him. Keep reading.
Verse 18, for verily I say unto you, to heaven and earth pass, one jot, one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Being as though the earth ain't passed away and the heaven ain't come down, the laws are not done away with. Not one jot nor one tittle should be away, should otherwise pass away from these laws. So you can't eat strip crab and lobster like your pastor tell you. You can't keep whoring around like your pastor wants you to just so he can get a taste of your tail. Right. You can't keep doing these things, Israel. We can't keep doing these things, Israel. We gotta wake up and come back to who we really are. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. We gotta come back to these laws. We gotta come back to what's really good for us, and that's God's law. If I could, Salaki. If I could, give me, keep reading, Salaki.
Verse 19, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
You break one of these commandments, you'll be the least. You'll be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. You'll be looked at as the bottom, meaning how y'all is at the bottom right now, y'all won't, it won't be no different in the kingdom. We being the bottom will be no different. Y'all still be low. You know what I'm saying? We gotta wake up and come together. We gotta wake up and know how to be a brother instead of stealing from one another. We gotta wake up and really be on top of our game, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Read that again.
Verse 19, whosoever shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
And that's one thing that the pastor, these Christian church or these Muslim minds don't teach y'all.
Right.
They don't teach y'all nothing but to give y'all money away.
That's right.
They don't teach y'all nothing. I know being in Islam, I know it looks good, try to guard them up, and they look like they got brotherhood, but they the main ones sleeping with one another wives. They the main one in these prison cells and killing one another.
That's right.
These the Muslim and the Muslim mind.
One in the prison cell sleeping with each other.
And the main one in the prison cell sleeping with each other too. The Muslim moms, they don't do nothing. That's just another Christian organization.
That's right.
It's the Islamic. They don't do nothing for the black, Spanish, and the Indian man and child.
That's right.
They don't do nothing. They don't give out food. They don't do nothing. But here in the Isupk, we do that. We feed our people. We love our people. We respect our brothers and sisters. You see what I'm saying? We always got something for our brothers and sisters. And if I could, can you please give me 1 John and 2:3, chapter 2, verse 3. One thing about this Christian church, man, they tell you your pastor, he just wants your money. Your imam, he just want whatever I guess he can get from you. I don't know what they're doing, man. It's just too much in there. But these pastors, they just want your money, and they teach y'all to go against what God wants y'all to go, what God tell y'all what to do.
That's right.
They teach y'all to hate one another, really. There's no love in the Christian church.
Right.
There's no love in the Christian church. It's no love in that Muslim mosque. And y'all leave the Muslim mosque in that Christian church, y'all gonna come out the same way, ready to kill one another, ready to sleep with one another wives, ready to be a whore. Right? So like it. Ready to be ready to be a whore. When you mean, as soon as y'all leave that church, y'all go in that church, y'all be having a little dress on to come out to put on something even smaller.
Right.
Y'all change, y'all learn how to change yourselves and wake up. You see what I'm saying? Read.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him, if we keep his commandments.
The way you want to know, how you know God is if you keep His what?
Commandments.
You got to keep His commandments. These laws is not done away with.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know it's easier to follow all these other religions and all these other doctrines because y'all feel like y'all got a little bit of freedom, but that's not what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Y'all been brainwashed through slavery in every captivity we was in to worship their gods and worship and do the things that they want to do. But that's not what we were supposed to do, Israel. Read it again.
And hereby we do know that we know Him if we keep His commandments.
Keep His commandments, Israel. We got to come back and keep His commandments. Like, think about this. A lot of y'all out here because y'all probably got locked. A lot of y'all out here because y'all probably either got locked up, came home from robbing a brother or killing a brother. Imagine if y'all would have built with that brother. Imagine if y'all would have took that brother in and y'all would have came up with $1 million corporation to feed these people,
Right.
to love these people. See what I'm saying? That's one thing we gotta come back, man. We looking raggedy out here.
Right.
Real raggedy out here. And y'all cool with that.
Right.
Y'all real cool with looking raggedy and just out of pocket, man. We gotta come back to these laws. Keep reading.
Verse 4. He that saith, I know Him, and keepeth not His commandments is a liar.
That's right. You can't, everybody out here thinking that they know God or God, they know God and they got Him in His heart and all these other crazy things. Y'all don't know who He is because y'all like to eat shrimp so much. Y'all don't know who He is because you like to sleep with your man's wife all the time. Y'all don't know who He is because all y'all want to do is break His laws, thinking He's a good God and He's going to understand. Allah know your heart. He know that you want to kill another brother. Is that okay? To kill another brother? Allah know your heart though, right? God know your heart though, right? You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Slocky. And the truth is not in Him.
You don't have the truth in you. The truth is not in you if you feel as though you can eat that shrimp, crab, and lobster. If you feel like you can keep going against your head. If you feel like you can keep beating on your wife or your wife keep rolling around on you. The truth is not in you and God is not in you. You see what I'm saying? If you could give me 19 and something. That'll be sharp. The truth and God is not in you. You see what I'm saying? We got to come back to these laws. You know what I mean? The first step we should do, Israel, is come back here and join the Isupk under Commander General Yohana to learn these laws. You mean do these laws, to love your brother. Really know what it means to love your brother. You won't get that nowhere else but behind the Isupk under Commander General Yohana. That's right. Read.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 19 verse 17. And he said unto him, why callest me good? There is none good but one, and that is God.
God is the only person that does no sin. He don't sin. He don't go against who he loves. He not going, even though he putting us in, what you call it? Even though we want to do captivity and things like that, he punishing us and things like that. That's what a good father would do to a disobedient child.
Right.
That's what a good father would do to people that love to eat strict crab and lobster. Like if my son picked up that remote and I told him not to, and he keep picking it up, what is he doing to me? He's disrespecting me. He's going against me. So what I keep just supposed to just tell him, be nice to him? He's not going to learn that way. You need to show some hard discipline sometime on children so they can understand where you're coming from, so they can learn what you mean when you tell them not to touch that damn remote. You mean you gotta wake up? We gotta wake up, Israel. That's right. We gotta come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments because they are not done away with. You know what I'm saying? Can you read?
But if thou wilt enter into life, keep my commandments.
Keep my what?
Commandments.
My what?
Commandments.
That's right. God's laws and commandments are not done away with. You know what I mean? God's laws is here forever. And God's laws is not grievous. It's not something that is hard to do. I mean, you in your own world, you so used to this world to where as though you got to keep going against God. It's really that hard to put down shrimp? It's really that hard to put down a cigarette? It's really hard not to touch your man money once he walk out that room? That's really hard for y'all to do? You see what I'm saying? God's laws is not grievous, man. If I could, but for sure, give me Romans chapter 6 and 1. God's laws is not grievous. Not at all. You know what I'm saying? We can do it. A man known by the name of Yahushua Jesus Christ, he done them. He came to teach them. You see what I'm saying? He came to show us the right way to do the laws, because the Sadducees, the Pharisees deceived everybody. Just like the Christian church, the pastors, the imam is deceiving y'all. You gotta wake up and come back to the truth, Israel, and come back to these laws. Read.
I think it says.
It's the book of Romans chapter 6 verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may be abound?
Shall we continue in sin because we under grace? So all because you under grace and you want to sin and you want to eat that shrimp crab lobster and keep saying, "Oh God, please forgive me," or because your pastors keep telling you that the laws are done away with, God nailed it on the cross and things like that. So what? We can sin now? Read.
Verse 2. God forbid.
God what?
Forbid.
God what?
Forbid.
God forbid. These laws are not done away with. Just because we under grace doesn't mean you can sleep with each other's wives. I know she probably got a fat behind, but listen, leave her alone. Now she's married.
Right.
She's with somebody else. You mean you don't even love your brother that much that you really got to sit there and check out your brother woman.
Right.
Soon as he bring another tail in the house, you all, ooh, who's that? Who's that? Oh damn, you into my woman, brother? She here for me, not you. Calm down.
Right.
Keep reading. It's like it. Drop down to verse. Read that again.
It's the book of Romans chapter 6 verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Verse 2. God forbid.
God forbid. Drop down to 15. God forbid. Yeah, I mean, we got laws and everything to follow. Listen, life is not easy. You can follow the laws of the land, but you can't follow the laws that the Most High tell you to do and put in place for you. You can't do that, but then again, you'll follow, you'll stop at every light. You'll turn on the blinkers every time you're about to turn that corner. You see what I'm saying? You'll follow these laws, but when it's time to follow the higher power, it's like, nah. That's because y'all in these Christian churches and the Muslim mosques, and they're deceiving y'all. You see what I'm saying? Read.
Verse 15. What then shall we sin? Because we are not under the law, but under grace. God forbid.
God forbid. Y'all get the point. We're not under. We're not. The laws are not done away with. Christ didn't come. He didn't nail no. He didn't come to teach that the laws are done away with. He didn't come to teach for that. You see what I'm saying? He came and taught the Old Testament. That's what he did. He came and showed y'all the correct way to be a brother to a brother, and how to be a husband to your wife, or how to be a wife to your husband. He came back and taught those things. Because the Pharisees and the Sadducees was not teaching you so. That's why when they came in front of Christ with a harlot and told her and presented the crimes that she did being a harlot, he said the first man without sin cast the stone her, and nobody did. That's because one of them probably slept with that woman as well. One of them probably just like your Christian pastors and your imam in these Muslim church, just like they're doing. They're sleeping with y'all wives right under your nose, right while y'all go to work. Right. And y'all stay in things like that. So like, if you could give me give me 1 John chapter 3 and 4. These laws are, like I said, these laws are not grievous. These laws are here to govern us. These laws is here so we can rise up as one nation and come over our oppressor. Cause just like how you think the oppressor got over us? Because they took this book from us and they ain't teach us this book so we can learn how to govern ourselves. They hid this from us. They know what's going on. They know we're the chosen people that the Most High chosen. They know these things. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because Israel, we know these things. Black and Spanish man, y'all know these things. I don't get how y'all know that we're better than our oppressor, but nobody's making a move to be a better man.
That's right.
Nobody's making that move to be a better man. Y'all keep sitting on these corners and y'all smoking these cigarettes and just getting drunk all day. Y'all can't even think straight.
Right.
Y'all we sitting on these corners and we can't even think straight.
Right.
You rather be a drunken man than a brother to a brother. You rather be a drunken man than a father to a son. You see what I'm saying? These kids is being raised without a father in the household and leaving mommy to raise them on their own, and now they in prison. Now they out here shooting one another, selling drugs to one another. You see what I'm saying? But everybody know how great the black and the Spanish man really is.
Right.
Y'all gotta show that, man. Y'all gotta show who y'all really is. Y'all gotta put down whatever it is that y'all doing and show us. Show us that works. Read.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 3 verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
That's right.
Whoever what?
Committed sin transgresseth also the law.
Whoever committeth sin also transgresseth the law.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Once you commit a sin, you go against the Most High. Just know that. Once you put that cigarette to your lips, you going against the Most High. You see what I'm saying? And knowingly that that's a sin, there's no coming back from that. That's how you're wicked now. You see what I'm saying?
Right fast, but let's give this brother a powerful.